Hello my beautiful Cancers, and welcome to your September 2019 reading. Let's get straight into it. I did do a bit of a pre-shuffle just to see what's going on generally for you this month and to save some time shuffling on camera. What I can tell you is you're truly abundant in the month of September. There's a lot of wealth coming your way. We've got welcome wealth in all its forms. Not only did that card come out, but we had business growth. Okay, so if you are, waiting for an influx of demand in terms of your business, if you're waiting for opportunities to come your way, you can expect that this month. Okay, the hard work that you've put in is about to be rewarded. Not only did those two cards come out, but we also have the ladybug, and this is about good fortune. This card is really fortuitous, and it talks about abundance, and it says be willing to receive all good things coming your way. Okay, the other thing I noticed was your mindset is going to be really important in the month of September. You're going to get whatever you focus on, whether you focus on the problem or the solution. Okay, so please do focus on the solution rather than dwelling on the problem, because you have. Your thoughts create your reality. Be conscious of what you choose. And I am seeing some kind of problem, some kind of conflict, whether it's a legal problem or whether it's a problem in terms of your personal relationships. You're being asked not to be overly emotional, which is what you tend to do, Cancer, because as a water sign and you're ruled by the moon, you are very sensitive and emotional. In fact, you're the most sensitive sign in the zodiac. And you've got this card here asking you to use both your intuition and your intellect to solve the problem or get answers to your question. So that's about using both your head and your heart, when usually you'd be inclined to go with your heart. While that's not a bad thing, in this particular situation, you're being asked to use both intellect and intuition. And I am seeing some kind of challenge, okay, because you've got your difficulties transform you. Take heart, for you will be vindicated. So there's difficulties spoken about in that card, and you've got difficulties resolved in this card. So there's going to be a resolution in September, but you are going to need to draw from your inner strength. Okay, it's not going to be easy, because we've got this card here, draw from the well of your own capabilities. And look what the card is called, imagination. That talks about intellect, talks about focusing on the solution rather than the problem. It's talking about ideas. So it's talking about mental capability rather than your heart. So if you have to make a decision, head over heart decision, I would be, based on the cards, more inclined to tell you to go with your head this month. Okay, and again we've got, okay, so we're talking about difficulties being at the forefront here, and this card is also talking about conflict. This card is asking you to communicate to solve the conflict. You do have cards suggesting that you have what it takes to resolve this and to come out on top, okay, because, well, first of all, we've got difficulties resolved, and we also have difficulties transforming you. But the card that's telling me that you have what it takes is this camel card, okay? It says, trust that you have the resources to get through the challenges before you, okay? Resources, so that's tools, that's contacts, your networks, people in the know, expertise, skills. You've got what it takes to get through the challenges before you. So draw on your resources. You will be vindicated. What else did we get? So you also got another really clear message that came through in two decks. And it was that you need to be more grateful for the little things, okay? Because we've got the simple things card, and it's saying the angels would like you to take some time alone to gain a fresh perspective of your life. So you might have got caught up and lost sight of the things that are going well in your life, okay? You might be dwelling on what's, you know, the problem rather than the solution, and in so doing you aren't being present, and you aren't noticing all of the abundance that is around you. So we've got simple pleasures again in this deck here. It says, look for beauty that is all around you. And this card is saying you already possess everything that you need to enjoy life. So don't be wanting more and more just for the sake of having. Okay? When you're faced with, again, this word challenges. When you're faced with challenges, try to meet them with a positive attitude. So attitude is about your mental capability. What you focus on, you will get. Accept the sweet pleasure of the gifts of the little things and live in grateful appreciation. Okay, so it can always be a lot worse than it is. So don't be like, woe is me, everything's a disaster. Don't be a panic merchant this month, okay? Or don't dwell on any misfortune or difficulties. I want you to focus on the solution. I don't need to tell you that again and again. I think you've got the message. Let's move on. Okay, so this card here is what Spirit wants you to, and your highest self wants you to focus on in the month of September, Cancer. Okay, stay in the moment. Stay in the moment. That's the message in this card, okay? Focus. So it's all about what you're focusing on, what you choose to give your thoughts and energy to. Bring unresolved issues into view. Okay, so this card kind of aligns with the simple pleasures card. Delighting in the little things. Finding time to incorporate play into your everyday life. Allowing your inner child to experience joy. Your inner child is the part of you that can appreciate the little things and can appreciate the beauty in life. You know, little children find rainbows just magical, and you're probably thinking, I've seen a million rainbows in my life. You know, I don't have the desire to take a photo of every single one, like whoop-de-doo. Children delight when their favorite song comes on the radio. You know, they're simple things, and that's what you need to recapture in the month of September, for things to go your way. All right. Yeah, so they're talking about unresolved issues. Again, it's coming in, there's a sentence that talks about unresolved issues that are being brought up for you to resolve in the month of September. And they're saying that you have magical qualities, you have the resources, you have whatever it takes to resolve them. So do it, okay? Do it. Okay, let's see what this deck has to say before we move on to your love life. Oh, there was one other thing. I feel like for many of you, there's real estate matters, and they're going to go in your favor in the month of September. So either you're waiting on news about a lease, or renting a property, or it could be that you're trying to find a premises for which to for your business. Some of you, it's going to be, you're just looking to purchase a house, but all matters regarding the home are going to be positive for Cancers in the month of September. Okay, so for many of you, this difficulty or problem is going to be some kind of personal relationship drama, or it could be at work. But the message is, no matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Stay centered, and that will help resolve the issue more quickly. We keep seeing the same resolve issues, okay? So stay out of the drama. Exit stage left when things start to get dramatic, okay? All right, what else do we see? Surrender negative thinking. So that is reinforcing the message that you're going to get what you focus on. So make it positive. You have control over your thoughts. So when negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. So you've got, all right, so people are going to be frustrating you in September. We've got surrender your desire to control people. You're going to need to accept people and situations exactly as they are in the month of September, okay? And that's going to give you more peace. If you let go of trying to control situations and people and you just accept them as they are, they're not going to change as much as you think that, you know, they need to do some self-improvement. They are who they are, and it's not your job to try to fix them, okay? So just let it go, because sometimes you can be the crab who, you know, clenches its claws and you struggle to let go of things that you have no control over. So just give yourself that sense of inner peace by letting go of the control, the desire to control people in situations. So just back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room and flow with whatever is. So it is what it is. So instead of fighting it, you can't change it, so compassionately accept it exactly as it is, okay? So it's interesting. We've got surrender the drama, and we also have surrender to setting limits. So maybe those two cards kind of go hand in hand for me. When someone is being abusive or toxic, you know, that's when you just say, no, I refuse to involve myself in this, and I won't be spoken to like that. You know, setting limits is actually exiting stage left when things get uncomfortable. So it's healthy to set boundaries in relationships. So practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. Okay? So what else do I want to do? Let's get straight into your love reading, shall we? Angels and Spirit, show me Cancer's energy, please, in their love lives in September. Okay, just gonna do two more. Oh, okay, all right. These decks are getting pretty hard to shuffle now from overuse, so all right, here we go. So Cancer, what I can see is I do feel like you are trying to sort out a personal issue. There's drama, okay? You can see that in this Four of Cups. Okay, in this deck, it's interesting. It's different from most decks. If you see 3 people and 4 cups here. In the traditional tarot, in the Rider-Waite, you'll see someone looking downcast under a tree, and there's a cup that's being offered to this person who's depressed and focused on, I don't know, negative thinking. And they're oblivious to this cup that's being offered to them, okay? So I feel like in your case, there's a number of people involved, so it's a group scenario, and it's your job to be the peacekeeper and present that cup, present the solution to resolve this problem, okay? You can't move forward. We have the 2 of Wands in the reverse, and it's a card about moving forward and making plans for the future. You will be thwarted in your goals if you don't resolve these unresolved issues, okay, that we keep seeing in the oracle cards. So if you want to progress, if you want to overcome, and if you want to move forward, you do need to find resolution and resolve these difficulties. There's a need for truthful communication. There's definitely, we saw that earlier. Where did we see it? I'll try and dig it out. We saw it with speak out, communicate and solve conflicts. There's that need to communicate, and it's coming through with the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So there's a lack of communication here, a lack of resolution, because the Ace of Swords in the upright talks about victory, it talks about a breakthrough, and it talks about truth and clarity. So you need to wield that sword of truth and clarity to clear out all the bullshit, okay, that's clouding the actual issue. Clear it out of the way so that you can have a truthful new beginning, which is the Ace of Swords. So we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So you're waiting on some kind of offer, a romantic offer or a romantic gesture, and it's not forthcoming for some reason. The Knight of Cups in the reverse. Maybe because this issue needs to be resolved first. It's stuck at the moment. We've got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So most of your cards were in reverse actually. When the Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse, it talks about progression not being able to be made, or, you know, momentum being blocked. Okay, so something's stuck. So you need to address that to get the wheel turning again. Yeah, things are in limbo right now, but the Hanged Man came out in the reverse. So this suggests that there's less obstacles than there once were, okay? He's upright. The Hanged Man, he's not upside down anymore. He's actually able to walk free from this situation if only he sees it in a different perspective and resolves what needs to be resolved, i.e. he unties himself from the shackles. And he will be able to, because he's got the tools and resources. He's no longer upside down. So you need to find a way forward. I am seeing a lot of abundance around you. Here we have the Nine of Pentacles, okay? So this talks about, you know, being secure financially, being comfortable, being recognized for hard work, and being independent. Okay, here's your difficulties, here's your conflict, the Five of Swords. So someone's feeling defeated, someone's looking back on the battle scene, and you need to resolve it. Here we have the Death card, so there's going to be an ending to this conflict, especially if the Five of Swords came out immediately before the Death card. This situation is going to be transformed with truth and with communication, and by seeing something with your head and your heart. Okay, let's see who you're dealing with, Cancer. Show me who Cancer is dealing with, angels and spirit. Who are they involved with? Who are they interested in? And show us about this conflict. We have the Page of Wands. That could be a younger fire sign that you're dealing with. Could be just someone who you're attracted to and you haven't quite established anything solid yet. But there's potential for something solid because we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay? That's a solid offer, a solid opportunity. But the page suggests it's new, okay? It's yet to reach a level of maturity. Yeah, you could be dealing with a Leo. We've got the Sun card here. Yeah, we're getting strong fire. We've got the Queen of Wands, the Three of Wands. So we've got a lot of wands here. So it looks like you're dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius, or possibly Aries. And I'm seeing the need for someone to find forgiveness. The Three of Wands is a card about waiting, but look at what is happening in this card. Someone is asking for forgiveness. And I feel it's the other person, but doesn't have to be. I'm reading energy here, so it could be vice versa. But here's your energy, okay? So I definitely feel like you're dealing with a fire sign, because here we have the Queen of Wands next to your energy, the Moon. I know that it's really a card about Pisces, but the Moon is your ruling planet, Cancer. So what is coming between you and the other person is you're waiting for a resolution, but there's an apology that needs to be made. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle the Romance Angels deck and see what else I can get in terms of your love life, Cancer. Going on for Cancer in their love lives, please, angels and spirits. Here we go. There's a need for you to speak up, okay, and communicate. We've got express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture, or just, be honest about how you feel. There's genuine love here. This is true love, okay? This is a romance of a lifetime. There needs to be effort made if a resolution is going to be reached. And great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. It could have been, you know, a lie that was told, okay? Especially with the Ace of Swords in the reverse. You know, that could be dishonesty and the need to come clean and apologize for deceptiveness, deception. Someone not speaking their truth. And there is going to need to be forgiveness. Okay, we've got forgiving and learning. Releasing and healing the past. Yeah, as I said, this looks like it's something new, okay? We've got the getting to know each other card. So for many of you, this is quite a new connection. It's not very well established. And someone has simply stirred your romantic feelings, okay? Okay. I'm going to get some simple love advice. Angels and Spirit, what does Cancers need to do in the month of September 2019 in terms of their love lives? Okay, here we go. Take control of your love life by honoring your feelings and setting clear intentions. Honoring your feelings, telling the truth, expressing your feelings, being clear about how you feel and how someone has made you feel. Yeah, be aware of where your feelings come from. There's nothing that you can do about the situation. Let it unfold and let go of any anxieties. We've got the Don't Worry, Be Happy card. And look, here we go. We have Say It. Speaking your truth is hard to do in any situation, but holding it in will never help. When both parties are open and honest, the right discussion can take place. Have courage to speak your truth. Now, the first card to come out is the Band-Aid card. For some of you, you're going to be quite dependent on someone else to make you feel better in the month of September, but that's not healthy, okay? So for those of you that this applies to, I want you to understand that external love will never heal internal wounds. It's just a Band-Aid. So under the Band-Aid, the wound is not healing, it's only getting worse. So remember that another person can't heal your pain. Sometimes you have to peel off the Band-Aid and let the wound breathe to heal and recover. And Cancers, you can tend to be a little bit codependent. It's just your emotional nature. Remember the Nine of Pentacles was in your cards, and that asks you to be independent. All right, be more independent. Okay, let's just see what the Moonology deck says. The moon is your ruling planet, so it would be amiss of me if I didn't shuffle this deck for you, Cancer. Is it remiss? It would be remiss of me. I don't know. I'm tired. I can't talk. Okay. Okay, you are good enough. Don't doubt yourself. Don't be insecure. Know your worth, you know, that kind of thing. Hold your vision. That's about being clear about what you want to achieve and accomplish. It's about setting clear intentions. be a little bit flexible. There might be changes and sacrifices that you need to make in order to manifest what you want in September, okay? Because I did see surrender your fear of change. I didn't discuss this with you earlier, but I felt I should, because you've got adjustments are required. So that talks about changes are necessary. So whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear any kind of transformation in your life, you need to repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. The only constant in this life is change, so it's pointless fearing it, okay? Now, Capricorn also got this, the end of a tough cycle approaches. So I do see a resolution of your difficulties in the month of September. Okay, yeah, the answers you need are coming. Okay. Did we cover everything? I think I want just to finish off with this deck. Parting messages for Cancers for September 2019, please. Here we go. Go with the flow. That's needing to accept what is without trying to control it or change it. Address your addictions. This can be talking about codependency, you know, relying on other people to make you feel better or make you happy. Staying grateful, count your blessings, and relish in the simple things. This is about facing your adversities. Remember, so the theme of your reading this month is turn your attention to unresolved issues and finally let them go. Engage higher reason. So Spirit keeps telling you to it's mind over heart this month. Engage higher reason. So use your intellect to solve your problems. Okay. All right, we're going to stop there. Cancer, I really hope this has helped you and brought clarity. I hope you have a fantastic month. I'll see you guys next time, and I would be so grateful if you left me some feedback, liked this video, and subscribed. Thanks, guys. See you next time.